The Charlotte-Mecklenburg chapter of Communities in Schools has just recently named a new executive director, and she joins me now, Molly Shaw. Thanks very much for taking some time for us.
Thanks.
And congratulations. Communities in Schools, for those of us who are not familiar with it, give us a little bit of a rundown on it.
Well, it's the nation's leading dropout prevention organization. And we here in Charlotte are working with about 5,000 students in the CMS school district.
Okay.
The students who are most in need of services and support to help them ensure that they get through school and that they prepare for the future and a successful future.
Do you work directly with CMS?
We do.
Okay.
We are very close partners with the district.
Okay, so when you say certain needs, students that need certain needs, what sort of needs can you help supply? So
we have an array of programming. What we really focus on is the core piece, which is in-school site coordinators. Okay. And these are people, human capital, working in the schools directly with students to ensure that students have transportation to and from school, right, that they're getting there to begin with, that they have health care, that they've got food on the table so that they are ready and healthy to learn, and that they also have everything from mentoring and tutoring to services to help prepare them and expose them to college.
So it's not really just a bulk service. It sounds as if you're tailoring your services to each individual student.
That's a critical piece.
Really?
It's very individualized. Yeah. So these coordinators are working with 100 kids each.
Really?
And that coordinator is responsible for knowing what does each of those kids need and ensuring that we help provide the services and supports.
And these coordinators, are they employees of yours, or are they volunteers from the community? How does that work?
Well, we're a pretty comprehensive program. We've got about 50 coordinators in the CMS schools who are employed by CIS, okay, but we work very, very closely with community members, individuals, civic groups, corporations, faith-based groups, right, to ensure that there are volunteers who are helping out as well.
Funding, do you get some funding from CMS?
We do. We have some of our funding from CMS, some from the county. It's a diversified funding stream. There are a number of private and corporate foundations and individuals who are also helping us out.
I ask that because I know that Dr. Gorman, for instance, superintendent of CMS, and the school board have jointly said that they want to attempt to reduce the dropout rate. But funding, of course, is a critical issue this year. Are you finding that you're being squeezed funding-wise, or no?
You know, we've been in a really good position. I think people are recognizing that we're producing results. Yeah. We had 97% of our students stay in school last year. Okay. We had 95% of our seniors graduate in 2009-10.
Those are amazing results.
They are, and when you compare them to the overall graduation rate, which is roughly 70% right now, and especially when you look at something like the West Corridor, schools leading up to West Charlotte where the graduation rate is 51%, there's some strong outcomes there. So we have not had trouble finding some new funding and building out our programs, but we certainly recognize that this is a difficult time and that there are hard cuts to be made, but we feel, and we know the district feels, that this is a real priority with Communities in Schools.
We're going to have some information on the screen about how to find out a little bit more about Communities in Schools, because I'm sure that a lot of folks will be interested in, one, signing up their students for it, their children for it, and two, maybe volunteering with it. Right. Molly Shaw, again, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. It's great to be here, Rob.
That's our in-depth conversation for today. We'll be right back.